Hey everyone, first anime here. Today we are going to talk about something really interesting. Anime where the main character is actually a villain. Can you believe it? Usually we see the hero fighting against the bad guys, but in these anime, the hero is the bad guy. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and like for more top 10s video. So, without any further ado, here are some of the best anime where the main character is a villain. Number 10. Happy Sugar Life. This anime might sound sweet, but it's actually pretty dark. It's about a high school girl who seems nice on the outside, but she's hiding a big secret. She's totally obsessed with the little girl and will do anything to be with her. And I mean anything. Even really bad stuff like hurting people. What makes her a real villain is that she does not feel bad about what she does. She thinks everything she does is okay because she does it for love. But real love does not hurt others, right? This show teaches us that sometimes people who look nice can be doing very wrong things. It's a bit scary, but it makes you think about what real love and kindness should be like. Akudama Drive. Imagine a world where some people are labeled as bad guys forever. That's what Akudama Drive is about. The main characters in this show are considered criminals by everyone else. They do dangerous jobs for money because they can't live normal lives anymore. The police are always after them, so they can't just go home and relax. One of the main characters was actually a good person at first, but she got mixed up with some trouble and not everyone thinks she is bad too. It's sad because she can't go back to her old life. This anime makes us think about how labels can stick to people even if they want to change. It's exciting to watch, but it also makes you wonder if it's fair to judge people so quickly. Number 8. Angels of Death. This anime is set in a super creepy place. Kind of like a haunted house, but way scarier. The people inside have to play a terrible game where they hurt each other to survive. The main guy is called Jack the Ripper, which sounds pretty scary, right? He has done a lot of bad things, but he has one rule he always follows. He hates lies. He never lies to himself and gets really mad at people who do. There is also a girl who wakes up in this place and can't remember anything. She has to figure out how to escape without getting hurt. It's a dark story that shows how people might do bad things when they are scared or trapped. But it also makes you think about telling the truth and keeping promises even in tough situations. Number 7. 91 Days. Have you ever been so angry you wanted to get back at someone? That's what 91 Days is all about. The main character in this show is really mad because some bad people hurt his family. He decided to join a group of criminals called the Mafia to get revenge. He spent years planning how to get back at the people who hurt him. But here is the tricky part. To do this, he has to pretend to be their friend and do a lot of bad things too. It makes you wonder, is it okay to do wrong things if it is to punish bad people? This show is set in the past when gangsters were around, and it shows how wanting revenge can change a person and make them do things they never thought they would. Number 6. Saga of Tania, the Evil. Imagine if you suddenly woke up as a little girl in a world full of magic and war. That's what happens in this anime. But there is a twist. This little girl used to be a grown-up in our world. Now she has to fight in big battles using magic. The really weird part, she's sort of in a fight with God. She doesn't believe God exists and is trying to prove it. But God keeps making things hard for her. So she has to keep fighting in wars to survive. Even though she looks like a cute kid, she can be pretty mean and scary. This show makes you think about big questions like believing in things we can't see and how war changes people. It's a wild ride with lots of action and magic. 5. Overlord. What if you got stuck inside a video game as the most powerful character? This is what Overlord is about. The main character becomes a super strong skeleton wizard who leads an army of monsters. At first, he's not trying to be bad, but he starts doing some not so nice things to protect himself and his followers. He takes over lands and sometimes hurts people who get in his way. One time, he even hurt lots of people just to show how strong he was. It's interesting because we see the story from his side. Sometimes you might forget he is actually being a bit of a bad guy. This anime makes us think about power and how it can change people, even if they didn't mean to be evil at first. Number 4. Terror and Resonance. This anime is about two very smart boys who do something really dangerous. But here is a twist. They don't want to hurt anyone. Instead, they cause explosions in empty buildings to get everyone's attention. They are trying to tell the world about something important, but they are doing it in a very wrong way. As the story goes on, we learn why they are doing this, and it's pretty sad. They had tough lives and think this is the only way to make things right. This show makes us think about how far someone might go to be heard, and if there are better ways to fix problems in the world. It's exciting to watch, but also makes you think about right and wrong. Number 3. Tokyo Ghoul. Imagine waking up one day and finding out you've turned into a monster who needs to eat people to survive. Scary, right? That's what happens to Kaneki, the main character in Tokyo Ghoul. He used to be a normal, shy boy who loved reading books. But after a weird accident, he becomes half human, half ghoul. Now he has to learn how to live in a world where he does not fit in with humans or ghouls. Things get even worse when he's captured and hurt really badly by an evil person. This experience changes him a lot, making him tougher but also meaner. Number 2. Death Note. What would you do if you found a magic notebook that could make anyone die just by writing their name? That's what happens in Death Note. The main character, Light, finds this notebook and decides to use it to make the world better by getting rid of all the bad people. At first, it seems like he's doing a good thing, but as time goes on, he starts to think he should be in charge of deciding who's good and who's bad. He even starts hurting innocent people who try to stop him. The show makes us think about big questions like, is it ever okay to hurt someone, even if you think it's for a good reason? And what happens when someone gets too much power? It's a thrilling story that really makes you think. Number 1. Codgas. Codgas is a super exciting show about a prince named Lelouch, who gets some magical power to control people. He uses this power to fight against the unfair government that hurt his family. Lelouch is really smart and comes up with clever plans to change the world. But here is the tricky part. To make things better, he sometimes has to do bad things. He lies to people, uses them like they're pieces in a game, and even hurts innocent people. His big plan is to become the worst villain ever, so everyone in the world will unite against him. It's a bit confusing because even though he does bad things, he's trying to make the world better in the end. This show makes you think about whether it's okay to do wrong things for the right reasons. So friends, which one sounds the most interesting to you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, why not share it with a friend who loves anime? Maybe you can watch one of these shows together and talk about what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay curious.